And this trip has been everything I needed, to be honest. So much reflection, so much change and transformation taking place in my life right now. And for once in my life, I am fucking diving in that beach, okay? I am diving in and I'm grateful. And I'm not the same person I was last month. And I'm not about to be the same person that I was. I'm not the same person that I was last month. And shit, a month from now, I won't be the same person then either. Because that's what I'm on. I'm surrendering. I'm so fully surrendering to myself, to God, to my gifts, to my purpose first and foremost, and to just living this life exceedingly, abundantly. Okay? All right. Give thanks. In the famous words of Isis Spice, how can I lose when I'm already chose? Huh? Well, I think it's a rhetorical question, but either way. What she didn't say is that being chosen requires you to have to go through some things too. Being chosen means you constantly have to choose. You have to be willing to take responsibility. You have to be willing to listen and grow. My grandmother always used to say, it costs the boss. And the more I take responsibility for my life, the more I know exactly what she's saying. When I rebirthed my channel in the spring of 2020, I was fresh into my journey in Belize and also what I consider my first serious relationship. Although I haven't fully talked about my relationship on my channel, it informed a lot of how the content and my offering showed up. Not to mention living in Belize. If people didn't find my channel because of fasting, I knew they found it because of Belize. So it's been hard for me to imagine my channel not focused around these things, especially when I first started my channel in spring of 2020. Well, when I rebooted it, it was with the pure intention of just doing what I wanted to do and making it about me and feeding myself spiritually and feeding myself as an artist. It's never really been about others, but it's also been a thing that's helping me learn how to include others in my process. So I find myself shifting back to what my original roots were. With that being said, I'm not leaving Belize, not forever, but I have left for now. It wasn't really what I wanted, but it turns out to be exactly what I need, especially in the wake of a breakup. Here, let me show you a little more what I mean. After breaking up, me and my ex were still living together, partially because we were still navigating the whole live in another country thing together, and then maybe because of naiveness and me just over trusting our capacity. But during that time, I went to go visit a shaman, and this is actually some footage from the shaman's house. And I know y'all ain't trying to see no chickens fucking, but I thought it was very symbolic that this was the footage that I captured because it was a very healing experience for me. And also just some of the wisdom that I picked up from the shaman, like this little snippet here. Before men could stand up for themselves, women had to stand up for them. It's natural for women to do that. I thought this was a very interesting thing coming from an 80-something-year-old Mayan man, especially considering this whole gender war that's going on in the world. But also, obviously, it aligned with the way that I think and feel. But that's a whole nother video. Either way, I visited the shaman, I reflected, I sat with myself. There were times that we were in our apartment together, and there were times where we naturally just find ways to like be away for like a month or two at a time. And during that time, it just gave me the space to reflect and to get more and more clear, which is something I was already doing leading up to our breakup, because it really had nothing to do with my partner. You know, it had everything to do with me trying to get more into myself and get more clear on who I want to be. I'm maturing, and I find it natural, for things to fall off the more you get clear on who you are. And so, it saddens me that had to take place. And it's also something I don't hold against us. Because I've truly learned to be authentic within myself and to hold my truth even when sometimes it may change. And I've learned all of that through this period and this time in my life. So I'm grateful. And it's also forced me to have to, make some tough decisions and to come to terms with some things, which is what led us to this situation here. B just walked me down to the bus, and it's so bittersweet, but it just all feels so very full circle. And I would never leave the yard. She never leaves our block, and she came all the way down to the bus with us. She walked, and I feel like she knew I was leaving. And Rosemary even slept with me last night, but she's been sleeping at the head of the bed, not cuddling with me. She cuddled with me last night. Just, I don't know. Then there was a black bird walking on the bus. It's just so much stuff that's just letting me know that all is well. This is the right decision. Everything's gonna work out for me and B. And also just, I love B. Loving B transformed me. And I would never pretend that that's not true. And I feel like I always wanted real love, and I feel like B really forced me to have to understand and know what real love is, and this relationship is always going to be special to me. So it just feels complete, it feels right. No matter how hard, it just feels right. Yes, y'all, showing y'all my real ass emotions. Obviously, I'm detached from that now in a different way. But also, I still feel the way that I feel. And I genuinely believe that all love and all experiences happen for a reason, are important, and don't have to be bad things. So, I'm leaving Belize for now. But this is only going to start a completely new chapter, a new adventure. And obviously, I'm bringing y'all with me, so I'm grateful to everybody who has come to my channel because of the Belize saga, and to the people who are excited to see what happened next in that, but also to those who just support me and who genuinely care about my story and my gifts and my art and my journey and my medicine. And as long as y'all are willing to stick around for that, I'm gonna keep showing up, keep being vulnerable, and keep sharing and keep giving all of myself, So, yeah, y'all. Next chapter loading, okay? Let's see where we land. My heart is open. Can't hold these chest pains no more. Tired of being an open